Hey everybody, I'm back with another haul. Just like I said, I just did the one with that poor pickle blanket. So this is right after that, although I don't think it'll air right after that. But I'm wearing that cute t-shirt for cat lovers. And the shocking thing I realized when I put this on is I don't have a headband in either the camouflage or the leopard. So now I've got something on my purchase list, my wish list. So yeah, so that was a little surprise. Now I do have watch bands for both of these, but you can see I did not wear a watch. I got to get it charged. Okay, so here I am just babbling on wasting time. This is a Temu haul channel. It probably won't always be that because that's not probably very sustainable unless this channel just skyrockets out there. Although it's, doing well. So excited to be over 1,000 subscribers, and I appreciate all of you that have subscribed and that watch. And if you haven't thought about subscribing, or maybe you just never subscribed to anything, consider it. You'll get notices for when I have new videos, and everybody knows you need to see when I have new videos because I'm so awesome. But no, I'm just kidding. But all things being equal, I do so appreciate all of you that stop by and watch and leave your kind comments below. It's fun. I think I've figured out how to actually respond to comments more timely than I had been before. So now when I'm sitting kind of watching TV, I'm also thinking, oh, let's go see if there's any comments, and so I can check those out. And when I'm not watching, so with the writer's strike and nothing new coming on TV, we find we're watching a lot of Temu. So a lot of that's kind of become our sitcom, is watching other people's, not because they're funny or whatever. I mean, they are funny, but just because there's nothing new on TV and you guys are great to watch. So thank you for those of you that contribute to this this world that we are all living in, and has been, my world seems like has been taken over by Temu. It's definitely grown more than I would have thought. And it's hard. So if you're thinking about starting your own channel, it's definitely worth it, I think. But it takes a lot of work, and with having a full-time job and having a family, 4 kids, I feel guilty sometimes when I take time to do this. And so I've said this before, I usually try to find time when they're all out doing something else, where if I was with them, I'd just be sitting in the car waiting around. So they're kind enough to let me stay home and do these videos during that kind of time. And occasionally I can get, if I have a smaller haul, I can get something filmed during my lunch hour, or if I've already filmed a video, I can get it actually uploaded to YouTube, So but it still takes a lot of time, and I do sometimes feel guilty, but it's a hobby and I'm enjoying it, and you guys are so fun to interact with, and it brings me out of my shell, because I am an introvert and I do well once I get to know people, and I'm fine, but it's hard for me to meet people. And it's also really hard to kind of be open with people and just kind of share my life. But you guys make it easy to share. And I don't know if it's because I can't see your face at the time and see your, the faces you might make when I'm talking or whatever, but you've all been so kind, with your comments and stuff. So it feels like a safe place. So thank you. So now that I've talked almost 5 minutes, I'm so sorry. Let's get into the haul. It's a Temu haul. I'm not going to go through all the normal Temu mumbo jumbo. I'll save that for a sponsored haul, which is in the mail somewhere. But you can check out the description. It's got all of the stuff you need to know down there. But let's get started. All right. So I know everything that's in here, but I have not, well, this first thing I have opened, but everything else, nothing else I've opened. I've spent my own money. And so all these reactions will be genuine, and hopefully they'll be genuine for my sponsored haul too, because that's the whole point. But anyway, let's get started. So this first thing I bought was oh, that's funny. When I look at it backwards, it looks like jellyfish, because this space is extra pronounced for me when I'm looking at it backwards, but it doesn't look quite like that there. But anyway, this is a jellyfish lamp. It's kind of a la lava lamp. And if you come back to another haul in the future, you will see this in action. And maybe you'll ask me, why am I not putting it in action today? Well, for one, I couldn't carry all that stuff down the stairs, and I didn't want to make multiple trips. But I unfortunately accidentally bought this twice, and I bought it once on a lightning deal and got it for $6.24, and I didn't so after I bought it on the lightning deal, I forgot to go into my cart and remove it from my cart. So then I, of course, purchased it again at full price at $12.48. So I was very, very frustrated with that. And it's my own fault. That's what happens sometimes when you get those deals. They end up not being deals because you haven't been paying attention to take care of it. But whatever. My kids were fighting over these, so I guess it's okay that I've got two. Although I definitely would not have spent 12 something on one of these. But anyway, I have one of these put together, but also so I can do some of a review besides just talking about this. But let me take it apart. So this, now you see how easily this comes off? Well, think about this being full of water and how you're going to have to be careful where you put this. So like my daughter, who got the other one that is already filled and whatnot, she was like, well, I'm going to put it on my desk in my room. And I'm like, we got cats. The cats are going to knock it off. So then she puts it on top of, we got one of those popcorn, big popcorn makers. So she puts it up there because the cats don't ever go up there. But then it's like, if you can't enjoy it because you're always afraid it's going to get knocked over, I don't know. It's probably not worth it. But just keep that in mind. This is not a good seal by any means. But anyway, it comes with instructions, but it's really easy to put together. So it comes with the USB cord, and it comes with the jellyfish, and it's real simple. All you do is there's no fill line on here. So I had my daughter fill it to like here with water, and then you put in like 3 drops of Dawn or some kind of dishwashing liquid. And then you put these little jellyfish. Let me take it out. So you put these little jellyfish into the water, and they just kind of sink probably when it's not on. And I don't know if there's some kind of a magnet or something in this part of it. But once you turn it on, then the jellyfish really do float up and down, and it really does. They look real. They don't look, like the silly plastic that they are. They look, I mean, it's cool when you just have to have a place to put it that's safe, because that's a lot of water that would to spill over, especially if it were to happen, to spill in the middle of the night. So if you have animals, think twice. But if you have someplace you can put it, it is super cool. And I will show it on another haul where I can bring it downstairs. But, so I already told you the prices of this. Would I buy this again? No, I would not buy this again. But it's still cool. I mean, it's still cute to look at. All right. So let me mark that off because I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. I am going to miss one thing in this order because I couldn't find, it's a pin for my mood bag and I couldn't find it. So it's tiny, so it's probably gotten lost somewhere. All right, next is a auto tape dispenser. So I got this with Christmas in mind. It's it's been a long time ago, a long haul ago now, where I got a one of those hanging Christmas wrapping paper organizers kind of thing. So I got this thinking it would go in that organizer. It does come with instructions, which I'm probably going to wish I had read. And it comes filled with, it's got a tape already in here. It's got a spot to open it. And I'll try to get this going some other time and show it on a review at the beginning of another video. But the idea is you thread the tape through here, and then you can use this and it'll cut the tape. So after you've gotten it, you can use it to cut it. Because a lot of times, you know, that's the hardest part, right? And it comes with an extra tape, but that's kind of the hardest part when you're taping things, especially if you're by yourself at the moment, you know, too many fingers holding things down and taping. You do get 2 different sizes of tape, so that's good. So you can refill it with tape you get at like Dollar Tree or whatever, because it looks like a pretty standard size ring. Although I won't swear to that. So if you go out and buy a bunch of tape from Dollar Tree and it doesn't fit, make sure you measure first, I guess is what I should say. So yeah, so this will go in my Christmas or gift wrapping. I should call it a gift wrapping because it's not all Christmas station. I would love to have, wouldn't you love to have just a whole room where you could gift wrap? I know some like wealthy people have whole rooms, and that would be cool. And actually, I think I've said this on here before, but I would really love to live in a school, convert a school to a house, because think of all the different rooms you could have. You could have a Temu room, you could have a movie watching room, all kinds of stuff. That just seems cool to me. All right, next is a sign, one of the metal signs. You can't make everyone happy. You're not a taco. Duh. So this is the first metal sign I've bought, and I've seen other people haul these, and I knew it would come kind of mangled. I think that this actually did come in a box, but it still was mangled. But it's thin enough metal that you can work with it, and usually it looks worse on the back than on the front because the front's got enough other decoration that it makes it not so obvious. But yeah, I thought that was cute. I have no idea where I'm going to hang it, but there's little spots for nails or on all 4 corners. I could hang it up back here, but I don't know if people would be able to see it. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this back wall because it's weird since half of it's wall and half of it's curtain and then half of it's crafts. so yeah, that's the other thing. See, doing this channel, then it's like I use all my time to do this that I don't then have the time to figure out how to decorate stuff, and I'm lazy. I kind of like to go to bed and sleep in late. So yeah, so this, and what did this cost? This was, where's the taco? Oh, $3.99. And it has come down in price to $3.59. All right, looks like the fam is home, but I'm gonna still finish this haul. All right, next is a huge sweater. It's not the softest, but that's okay. It needs to have some kind of shape to it. I don't understand the concept of putting this in there if there's not a decal or something. But here I am being critical, right? So it's a cardigan that's navy and white and then light blue and then back to navy, and the pockets are the dark navy. and it's got the ribbing, and it's a nice quality sweater. I mean, it's stitched very well. I don't see any snags or anything like that. It doesn't appear to really have any loose hanging threads, but it's thick, so this would definitely be for winter, or you know, the cold end of fall. There's the sleeve. But yeah, just a basic warm weather cardigan. Let me hold it up one more time before I see what it's made out of. It's not scratchy, it's just not super soft. But I got this thinking, well, it could go over leggings really easy because it's definitely long, but it would also look great with jeans, any color jeans really, since it's got, you know, dark and light blue. But this, where's the tag? Okay. I got this in a 2XL, which is size 16 in the United States. It's 100% polyester, hand wash cold, use wool/silk detergent, line dry and shape. Now my mom used to do that. She used to have, you know, one of those mesh tabletop things that you could stretch out a sweater. That unfortunately will not be me. So, but I do have those mesh laundry bags, and one of them is pretty huge that I could put this in to keep it safe in the washing machine. So that's probably what I will do. And maybe that means it won't last as long, but I just don't have the time to do special care of my garments. So maybe that's also partly why I buy cheap garments, because then if something happens to it, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so that was 1911 and is still 1911. Oh, and I already did the taco sign. All right, so let's see what's next. Oh, and this, I should say, is going to have a theme once it's all done. This is my rose red video, and you'll see why as we get farther in. There's a lot of rose red things in this order. Okay, but next, okay, so we've been talking nails on here. This nail that had originally broke too far down to cut finally got to a point where I could cut it. But I still have nail glue on here from when I tried doing Temu press-on nails that didn't last very long, and I just haven't taken the glue off yet. But I thought, well, why don't I just paint my nails with the gel polish like they do in the salon? And I don't know how to do that. I have ordered in a previous haul, I ordered a thing of gel nail polish, like a burgundy, but then I was reading and I was like, you can't use it like regular nail polish, which I should have realized, but not having done it before, I wasn't really sure. And so I read that you needed to have a base coat and a top coat, and it's got to be cured in one of these UV LED machines. So got the machine, and Temu has sets of this stuff where you can get the machine and the polishes and all kinds of other things, like if you wanted to do acrylic nails, or you wanted to, I think that's right, kind of, I just want to, I'll probably end up cutting all these off so they are all like at this length, and that way my first foray into the gel nail world, I don't have to have, you know, long brush strokes or whatever. But I just want to do my own nails. I don't want to add anything, because when I was wearing those press-on nails, it was hard to do stuff because you're always afraid of them snapping off, because they do, or whatever. So I thought I would do this. It comes with a user manual, but the idea is there's lights inside here. There's a timer function. So the buttons are 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and 90 seconds. I have no idea what that means right now, but I'm assuming that the instructions will tell me, you know, I don't know if it's so many seconds for the base coat, or, you know, if it depends on how much you're building up. But I thought I'd give it a try. It can't be any worse than what I've been doing. So that's this. And then I got this one because it was pink, but it came in other colors. And also lots of different price ranges. So this was probably on the cheaper end at $6.37. But again, they've got more expensive ones of these. And then they've got ones where these are part of kits. And I thought about doing, like, picking a nail kit as one of my Fishland or Farmland ones. And I was actually going to do that this last time, but then it wasn't an option. So I decided to just go for this. All right, so I don't want to lose those instructions. So let me get this put back. But yeah, for those of you that do your own gel nails, does it take a lot of time? I almost got the impression that because of the curing, that the nails actually dry quicker than if you're using traditional nail polish, which that was appealing. But if I accidentally get it on the sides of my fingers, is it harder to take off? These are the questions I have that maybe I will have answers for soon. All right. Next is another one of the Perfect Bra that Double T's, the channel Double T's. This is her Perfect Bra. So I got this before in tan, and there was a big boom outside. We always wonder around here when we hear that, is it fireworks or is it gunfire or is it a car backfiring? It's almost never a car backfiring. So anyway, oof, let me get all the, comes with plastic cups to help hold its shape, but it is wireless, seamless. Well, no, that's not true, because here's a seam. I was thinking it was seamless, but it's not. And then in the back, what's nice about it is it's got such a narrow spot here, like where your spine would be, so it's less pressure on that. But it's nice and thick around the sides. It's got a nice scalloped edge on the top and the bottom. You can take the cups out. There's a slit right here in the center of the back. Now I will say, so this I got in XL because it's the largest that it comes, and I'm not large on the top, so this works fine for me. But again, I don't know what this translates to in a traditional cup sizing, so just keep that in mind. If you wear like a 2X or larger, I mean, I wear a 2X, but again, I'm more bottom heavy than top heavy. But if you're more top heavy, this probably will not fit you. And I will say, this is embarrassing, but I almost always have to have my husband help pull down the back, because I get it on and it gets stuck like right here, like on top of my press. And then I'm like, how am I ever going to get out of this? But once it, this is terrible, but once it's in place, it is a really good, I really like it. And maybe it's because I am normally a 2X and shouldn't be trying to squeeze myself into this, but it really is like the right size for me. So yeah, but it is a little hard to put on. And that's the thing with seam, well, not seam, I don't know, what do they call these that don't have, that don't come apart, you know, that are solid all the way around, whatever it is, that it just sometimes makes it harder to put on because you've got to like scrunch in there. But anyway, I really like this, but they don't come in very many colors. I think that they come in the tan and the black, and I think there's maybe a light like baby blue, but I don't know if there's any other colors. And this is one of the more expensive bras that I buy, so it's $10.29, which is cheap, you know, compared to place, you know, like normal places that sell bras. But for Temu, it's kind of expensive. But yeah, I really like that, so that's why I got it in black. All right, next. So we've had this on here before, and I loved it. I first saw this on Hey Everybody, and of course bought one right after I saw it on that channel. And then after I got it, I was like, why did I only buy one? Well, I only bought one because I was smart enough that time to wait till I got it to see if I liked it before I bought more. I'm not always that smart, but I really liked this. It comes with the pineapple sponge. So then I was like, well, I want one for my purse that I don't have to take out all the time. So the one I have is in my purse, and then this one will be for my makeup area. But then I was like, darn it, why didn't I get another one to keep down here so that when I'm doing these videos, I can degrease myself. I mean, it doesn't add any color. It just literally takes away any shine. So for those of you that have, now granted, I don't have any makeup on, but it takes away all the shine. So yeah, I love it. This was my first experience with something like this because when you touch it, it feels sticky, kind of jelly-like, but it's not, it's like super smooth on your skin. So I love it. So yeah, so I will probably order another one of these. Let's get it in there we go, yay. But this was $4.04, and the seller I bought it from was sold out, but other sellers have it because it is popular. All right, let's mark that one off. Oh, okay, so now we've got the top coat and the base coat for the gel polish. Now, so I'm a little frustrated because I think I need to do some more reading, but I saw in something else that there's supposed to be like a primer before the top coat. Well, what is that? This didn't come with, this just came with the top coat and the base coat. So now I'm like, well, I guess it's the primer goes before the base coat, but so I'm like, do I still have to get another thing before I actually try to use this stuff? So I don't know. I was really hoping to try this out this weekend, but we'll see. So there is 8 milliliters in each of these. They seem small, and the gel polish bottles also seem small. So is that because you don't have to use as much? I mean, that doesn't make sense to me because you have to at least use one coat, and when you buy like a regular polish, or is it like super thin? Like, I don't understand why it's like, I mean, is the viscosity or whatever super thin for these? Well, why am I not just looking? I guess all this to just say, oh, that looks like normal polish. Like, I don't understand why these bottles are so small. But is it like that when you actually go into a salon, or do they have bigger size? Because the color was even this small. But anyway, this kit was $2.24, and they do have bigger kits. I mean, bigger, well, more expensive. I don't know that they're bigger, but they're more expensive. So I don't know if that means I just got a cheapie or whatever, probably. But all right, let's get out some of these little things. I'm like trying to make sure that I'm not missing things. So pardon me while I do a little record keeping. Oh, did that. Okay. So, okay, let's do these because I love these. This is my favorite pair of earrings I've ever gotten from Temu. So of course I bought another one, and I realized yesterday I went out and didn't have any earrings on, and I'm like, well, I should put one of these in my purse and just have a purse pair for those times. But I like them because they're big, they're showy, but they're classy. They don't catch on things. They're not long enough to really do that. They come with metal backs. So, and I've worn the other ones quite a bit and they haven't started to tarnish yet. So I figured I would just go ahead and get another pair just to be safe, because you never know, even though this stuff goes in and out of stock all the time, you never know when it'll be that last time. But these were 57 cents and they've gone up to 79 cents. But yeah, yesterday when we went out, I was like, how did I leave without all this jewelry I'm buying from Temu, and how did I leave without any earrings on? All right, next is a pin for my mood bag. And this one's for the back side. So we're getting out of the sarcasm, introvert kind of pins. And now we've got the Flintstones. So this is bringing out my childlike, you'll see I'll be having, although one of them, the one that I can't find that was supposed to be in this haul was a Scooby Doo one. But yeah, I used to watch the Flintstones when I get home from school in the 80s. So yeah, so this one's got 3 on the back. And like I said, I'm putting all of those kind on the back. So we'll just pick a spot at random. But I like how bigger pin, more posts. If I can get the silicone. And these are silicone. Whoever came up with that idea, the silicone, was genius. Okay, so on the back, it's got this stitching around here because there's a pocket on the other side, so I got to make sure I don't go through both layers when I put this on here. And I don't want to pinch myself, or poke myself, I mean. Ow. All right, let's get these covered. But now I'm going to have the Flintstones song going through my head. So yeah. And the Flintstones was $2.99. All right, I'm going to need that again, I think. All right, so this will be the first item of my rose red collection in this order. And it is some... Wait a second. Oh my. So these are earrings. And this is the part at the top. So it's got, you know, this post earring, but then it's got all of this stuff hanging down. Let's try these on. And it's got metal backs, so that's nice. But these are gold, which is kind of anti-me. But let's see if we can... I can tell I'm in the hole, but why is it not going through? Oh, let's try it on the other side. Okay. But these are like a tool, or yeah, kind of like a tool. Oh, those are fabulous. If I could just get, let me try this one again. See if I can get it in the spot. Do you ever have holes that it's like it's not closed up, but it's being difficult? I won't keep trying for too much longer, I promise. I'm gonna look weird just wearing the one, but yeah, this kind of, maybe I could put it up in my higher That would be weird, wouldn't it? Having one higher than the other. Although my face is crooked, so maybe that would kind of even it out. But no, I'm not getting that to go in right. So I don't want to cause a problem. But you can see how that looks. But that's nice. I like that. So, you know, presuming I can figure out how to get both of them in. And I'll put my moissanite ones on top, although they're silver, so that may not look very good. Okay, well now my ear hurts. Okay, what did I pay for those? Those were $1.34. But yeah, so I went through this. So actually I should just get out the reason why I bought all this stuff. Are we surprised? Now, for some reason, this particular color did not come in a size 8. So I did get it in a size 8.5, which is 39. Not like that pair of 41s I got the other day that I need to return. But anyway, so these were called Rose Red. And I am really hoping that it does not bug me that these are an 8.5 and not an 8 to make me wish that all the rest of my 8s were 8.5s. The 8s fit just fine. I'm just afraid that I'm going to really like the 8.5 too. But anyway, they come with a built-in arch. So maybe they wouldn't be as comfortable if you have flat feet. You don't have to worry about the shoelaces. There's elastic in here to keep it tight, not tight, but on. And it's super cushy. It's like memory foam in here. So I love these. So yes, so I got these and they're rose red. So that's why I got these earrings. These shoes were $13.58, which is actually cheap for these. And they've come down to $10.78. So that's a good deal. And they've got a really good sole. So then to go with that, so I picked out 2 shirts and I asked my husband, I said, which of these shirts do you like better? And he picked one, which I'm going to show you. But then I still went ahead and got the other one because, well, why not? So this one, oh, this is, can you tell? It's kind of squeaky. But it's more of a, like a dress shirt wear to the office kind of shirt. It's not soft. It's thin, but it's got pretty color. And so it's got, you know, this kind of detailing on the sleeve, on both sleeves, kind of a layered effect. And the bottom is just plain. And it's a slip-on. And then the back is just the same pattern. So this is still a really cute, even if it really makes it feel like a dress shirt with this material. But yeah, so you can see it's got my rose red earring, the shirt, the shoes. So this, I figured I would wear this with jeans and then those shoes. But this is a little bit dressier than I was expecting it to be. But this shirt was $9.01 and is now $9.20. So then the other shirt that he had to choose from is a tank top. And you can tell, I don't know, is this eyelet, whatever it is, it's see-through. So you may feel like you need to wear, and you can kind of see through when I'm holding it up here to the light. But it's super cute. It's got ruffled sleeves that thankfully don't come all the way down. Thankfully the armhole is still normal. But ruffled sleeves, and then it's got you know, layers. So it's kind of a peasanty, in my opinion, kind of shirt. I'll have to wear like maybe my white short sleeve cardigan over it, or a long sleeve cardigan if it's winter. But yeah, so that's super cute. And again, that same rose red. So I really like, I mean, it's kind of like a bright pink, but rose red seems to be the color for it nowadays. But yeah, I really like that. And I really like it, this color with black. So I may also wear it with like black jeans and a white cardigan or something. But I like that contrast. So that shirt was $9.96 and it's gone up to $10.17. So a lot of the stuff I'm telling you guys about today has gone up, not down, which is kind of unusual. All right, what else? I think we're just down to little things now. So let me just grab all of them. Okay. So, all right, so when I first became a Temu shopper, I had been a Shein, whatever shopper, and there was this ring, and I couldn't remember if I found it on Shein or if I found it on Temu. Sorry, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. But I didn't get it when I could have, and then it was gone, and I hadn't subscribed to it, so I never could find it again. Well, then like a couple weeks ago, I found it. And so I had just placed an order, of course. And so I did the one-click thing, but I wasn't paying attention when I did. I was so excited that I hit the one-click thing while it was on size 8, and size 8 fits on my wedding ring finger, and I don't want to wear it on that finger. I want to wear it somewhere over here. So then I was like, okay, I will get a 9. And so I ended up with 2. Now, I'm glad because the 8, it's kind of not made as well. So I'm going to show you that one first. But it was an opal moonstone with cherry blossoms. And you can see this one is not made very well because the sides are not, there's too much of a gap there. So I would have been super disappointed if this was the only one I got. But you can see it's got the, some places calls it opal, some places call it moonstone. I mean, it's definitely it doesn't look real. It looks manufactured. And then the cherry blossoms, I don't know if I can get, oh, there it is. It's got like pink stones in the silver flowers on both sides. So it looks super pretty in the picture. Now I don't really like this one. Okay. So, and I may return this one, but the size 9 one looks much better. Well, better. So I was happy with it. Actually, I should have left that one out so I could have shown the difference, but this one, you can see it's properly surrounding the stone. And so it just, I don't know, it's just a prettier look. Now it's huge. It's a huge ring by all description. Does this fit on my, I guess it does. But I love it. And as silly as it is, this is the first thing that I really, really wanted from Temu that I was so upset when I missed it and it went out of stock, because that was before I realized things come back into stock relatively quickly. But this, I mean, it would have been June, late June when I was wanting this, and this is now September, so it did take me a while to find it again, because I mean, almost at least once a week I would do a search on opal rings or moonstone rings or cherry blossom, but it's so hard to find things sometimes because they have such weird descriptions. But yeah, It's big and bold, but I love it. All right, so those were $1.89 each, but they've come down to $1.79. All right, where do I want to put this? I guess I'll put this one over here for now. Well, it's kind of big. Okay, so next is another pin. And it's funny because the day I ordered this, I also saw it being hauled on Hey Everybody. It's weird being the same age as old people. So my daughter and I are watching through Golden Girls. And I got to looking up how old they each were. Oh, it's a bag falling on the floor. How old they each were when the show started. And Rue McClanahan was only 51 years old at the start of Golden Girls. I am 47, almost 48. So I was like, wait a second. You know, because you think, I mean, that was what, on in the late 80s, early 90s maybe. And so I was a kid, like 12, 13, like, you know, and because I was born in 75. So, so they seemed old at the time, right? Now, granted, you know, they had white hair, and well, Rue and Betty White didn't, but they just seemed old. And Betty, to be fair, Betty and B. Arthur and the woman that played Sophia. The woman that played Sophia was the second youngest on the show. And then both Betty and B were like 11 years older than Rue was. And I think Sophia, why can't I think of her name? Well, whatever. She was like 10 years older than Rue. So yeah. So that's all that to say, everybody used to seem so old, and now I'm like catching up with them. It's weird. And it's weird when you like watch shows and these people seem so like with it and professional and together, and you're like, they're younger than me. What is my problem? But it's TV, right? Who knows what they're like in real life? All right, so this one goes on the back. And this one again has a silicone back. But yeah, have you ever had that experience where you, I mean, I go on IMDb all the time when I'm watching a show because I like reading trivia about episodes and movies and stuff. But I also like seeing how old they are, because like a lot of times when you're watching these teeny bopper movies, the actors in it are like 30, 35 years old, but they're playing teenagers, which is ridiculous. But so it's just weird seeing how old people are when they're doing stuff. Okay, enough of that. I keep like droning on. All right, and I did the rings. Okay, so next we'll do a charm for my charm bracelet, which, where did that go? So I've been building my Pandora charm bracelet over time, and after each episode I like take them off and rearrange them so that I am getting like a variety. I wish you could like open both sides, but you can only open one, like you can only take one side off, which is probably smart so they don't all just fall off. But this is a very economical way to get yourself a Pandora-like bracelet, because they sell these bracelets by themselves and then you can get the charms. This teapot charm I'm not happy with though, because it's always getting stuck on things. But anyway, the charms are like $3 to $5. Some of them are cheaper than that. And I've been told by some of you that Pandora charms can be $20 to $60 depending. So yeah, so I figured this is the best way for me to have one of these. So I've got a couple new charms to put on. And I'm trying to alternate them, dangles and non-dangles. So luckily today I've got two, and there's one of each. But this one trying to see if it says anything, but this one has got a pretty pink flower, and then it's also got hearts. 1 pink heart and then 3 silver hearts. So, and they, I mean, it sticks like it would be, I mean, they're literally right on top of each other, so you won't usually see the one on bottom, I guess. But it's still cute. And then, so that charm was $3.79, but it's come down to $2.80. And then the other one I got because I love TV. I am a TV addict, unfortunately, and probably always will be. I like getting lost in other people's worlds. Kind of takes the stress away from the day. So I got this cute little retro TV with the antenna up here. So just a simple charm. So 2 more. So I'll just, so in this particular one, you open the heart, and then the one side comes out. There's a little place that it hooks into. So I'll just stick these on here so I don't lose them. You also kind of have to pay attention to what direction you're putting them so that they're all kind of going the same direction. But what's great about this is some people would do them like color coordinated. So they would, you know, if they were going to do rose gold, they'd have a theme. But you can see I don't really have a theme. It's just stuff that I like, which makes up a good charm bracelet, right? So get that closed back up. So I'm getting close to being done. I don't know that this would fit on my wrist if I had it completely loaded up with charms, because I have to have somebody help me put it on as it is. So I don't know how easily it would be. So I'll probably, I don't know, maybe go up this much farther before I stop. But the TV charm was 94 cents. All right, so is this the last thing? I guess it is. Okay, so back to the rose red, another pair of earrings. I really wish I could have gotten that other earring in. Maybe I'll get one in and then take a picture for the thumbnail. But these are metal earrings, and they each came with 2 backs. But it's again the rose red, and I thought this would really go well with the eyelet tank. I mean, it'll go with the other one too because of the color, but it kind of had that vibe. So I'm not going to even pretend I can get this in, but it would look like that. But I really like these. I like that. It's like wearing feathers. But anyway, these were 89 cents. And that, I think, is everything. Let me make sure, because I couldn't find the Scooby Doo pin. Yep, nothing else fell out. So, so there we are. So we got to the end of another haul. If you stuck with it to the end, thank you. Didn't have nearly the disappointments in this one that I did in the last one that I filmed. And now I know I need to get a different headband so that I've got something that goes with this shirt. This shirt is super cute though. But anyway, I appreciate all of you so much. And if you would click like and subscribe, I would love that. And thank you. If you make sure you check the description box below, because that's where all the links to the products are, my game codes, my link to the app if you have never downloaded the app. And what else do I need to tell you guys? I think the only other thing I need to say is I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you again. And thank you so much for supporting my channel. I really, really appreciate it. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.